All the wise, wishing for happiness, should firmly guard their precepts, Sīla, without wavering. They should be composed in body, senses, speech, and mind. Virtue is the banner of victory, raised high and resplendent. If the wise lack virtue, their wisdom vanishes, their virtues fade and perish, turning into a city of chaos and sorrow, mourning the loss of goodness. Today, we shall speak of Sīla, virtue, precepts. What is Sīla? Sīla translates to normality. It is the foundation of being human. One must possess this normality, which consists of normality of body, normality of speech, and normality of mind. Sīla is the clear distinction between humans and animals. Everything in nature has its own characteristic normality. For instance, the normality of a horse is to stand. Horses do not sleep lying down. If a horse lies down, it is abnormal, indicating sickness. The rainy season normally brings rain. If the season comes but brings drought, that is abnormal. Therefore, every normal human being must have Sīla. Just as every house must have pillars to support it and prevent it from collapsing, the precepts that a person maintains as their normality are equally important. Generally, between giving alms, Dāna, and keeping precepts, Sīla, giving alms is easier. Once a gift is given, the act is complete. However, keeping precepts is a matter of building an internal immunity for one's own mind, maintaining it in a state of normalcy. And what is the normality of a human being? Physical normality. One does not behave basely, acts not as a thug, and causes no distress. Instead, one is composed in action, doing only what is good and beautiful, possessing manners, humility, politeness, and gentleness. Verbal normality. One does not speak lies, rude words, divisive speech, idle chatter, gossip, or slander. One does not look down on others. Instead, one is composed in speech, speaking words that are truthful, sweet, melodious, and pleasing to the ear. Mental normality. One does not covet what belongs to others with malice, does not harbor ill will or desire to harm others, and does not hold wrong views, miccha ditthi. Instead, one is composed in thought, thinking auspicious thoughts, thinking of gratitude, and thinking of forgiveness. The Lord Buddha declared, "Whoever in this world is composed in body, speech, and mind, commits no evil and speaks no falsehood for their own sake, such a person is called the virtuous one who has Sīla." Keeping precepts is the best method for restoring a person to their normal state. It serves as a shield, preventing evil from entering and destroying a person's normality. Thus, keeping Sīla is essentially the preservation of one's human dignity and virtue. The 5 precepts are as follows. Panatipata veramani, abstaining from killing, not destroying the lives of other beings or people. Adinana veramani, abstaining from stealing. Gamesu miccachara veramani, abstaining from sexual misconduct. Musawada veramani, abstaining from false speech. Surameraya mayapamada tana veramani, abstaining from drinking intoxicants and consuming substances that cause heedlessness. To maintain the 5 precepts is to maintain the dignity of being human perfectly. Where does true human dignity lie? Human dignity lies in the ability to know the laws of morality and to submit oneself to those laws, using them to determine one's actions in order to conquer defilements and overcome the cruelty within one's own heart. When purity of mind and truthfulness appear, the blessings of merit naturally arise for the keeper of precepts in infinite ways. The Lord Buddha expounded in the Mahā Parinibbāna Sutta that the virtuous one receives 5 great blessings. They acquire great wealth due to their diligence and heedfulness. The good reputation of the virtuous one spreads far and wide. Whatever assembly the virtuous one approaches, they do so boldly and without shame. Before dying, the virtuous one possesses mindfulness and dies peacefully, not in confusion. Upon the dissolution of the body, the virtuous one is reborn in a happy state in the heavenly worlds. The power of Sīla. Keeping precepts allows one to pass through misfortune. Those who keep Sīla can endure shame and transcend anger. Therefore, the virtuous are protected by higher powers or the sacred. They can transform calamity into fortune and hardship into auspiciousness. Truly, Sīla is the supreme provision for beings seeking to enter the stream of Nibbāna. The story of the farmer and the serpent. In times past, there was a man who lived near a mountain. This man had taken the precepts Samadhana Sīla from a monk who was spending the rains retreat nearby. One day, he went out to plow his fields. After plowing until he was exhausted, he released his ox to graze. The ox wandered further and further away, eating grass until it disappeared from his sight. The man walked searching for it, but could not find it. He had to climb up the mountain, traversing a path overgrown with leaves, grass, bamboo, and Bodhi trees. At that moment, a giant python slithered out and constricted him, intending to eat him as food. By chance, the man had a knife with him. He could have hacked the snake to death, but he refused to strike, because he feared his precepts would be broken. The snake slowly tightened its coils around him. Yet he maintained his precepts firmly, harboring no ill will towards the giant snake. Even though he could have killed it, he would not. He thought to himself, "Even if I must die because of this snake, I am willing to die, but I will not preserve my life by destroying the life of the snake. My Sīla must remain pure." Once he made this resolution, he threw his knife away. Through the power of this farmer's pure virtue, a sensation like burning fire arose within the snake. The intense heat forced the python to uncoil itself from the farmer's body, and it slithered away into the forest. The python could not kill the farmer because the power of his Sīla was superior to the strength of its coils. The snake felt as though it were squeezing red-hot charcoal, and thus it was defeated. Sīla is the great gift. Mahā. The 5 Precepts is a Mahā, a great gift. It is an investment that costs little but yields great results. Furthermore, it bestows freedom from hatred and danger upon immeasurable numbers of beings. The moment one person keeps precepts, every life receives immense benefit immediately. When we keep the first precept, no killing, we are known as givers of life and safety to all beings. It is a gift more valuable than any treasure. When we keep the second precept, no stealing, we are known as givers of security to the property of others, providing stability in their livelihood. When we keep the third precept, no sexual misconduct, we are known as givers of happiness and safety to the children, spouses, and families of others. It is the best form of protection for the family institution. When we keep the fourth precept, no lying, we are known as givers of truth, allowing others to live comfortably without suspicion or paranoia towards one another. When we keep the fifth precept, no intoxicants, we are known as givers of safety to everything. A person who is intoxicated and lacking mindfulness is capable of all evils, killing, stealing, committing adultery, or lying. Therefore, keeping the 5 precepts is a great gift, given with a generous heart. It is a noble charity that has sustained the world in peace and coolness for a long time. The Blessed One called this noble charity Mahā. Even those who lack financial resources to make merit through material donations still have the opportunity to create merit higher than charity without relying on money, and that is the observance of Sīla. The 5 precepts are indeed the great gift, for they bestow freedom from hatred and danger upon all beings in a measure that is infinite.